It came. It came. I've been waiting for it for weeks, and then finally, it came. It was my first ever build something big at home kit, and I was so excited I could hardly wait to get started. It was the best day ever, until I broke open the box, I combed through the contents, I perused the packaging. No specifications, no directions. There's no instructions. There's no instructions. Now what? And that, you see, is why we are here. This looks as good a place as any to do some exploring. Let's go.
Did you know that one of the biggest, most important construction projects in history can actually be found in the Bible? Yeah, that's right, in Nehemiah chapter 2. And that's what we're going to be studying today, because I think we can find some answers in there.
So everybody grab your hard hats, your tools,
and let's start digging. I'm Lowry Brown, and this is Explore the Bible on Location.
Welcome to Jerusalem. Population? Not that many. At one time, Jerusalem was the most important city for God's chosen people, the Israelites. Now, the Israelites were captured by the Babylonians and forced to go live somewhere else. Then the Persians captured the Israelites and the Babylonians. And after years in exile, that means being forced to live somewhere else, King Cyrus of Persia told the Israelites that they could return to Jerusalem. And that was good news. But now let's fast forward a few years to a new king named Artaxerxes.
Whoa, Artaxerxes? How does one go through life with a name like that? Artaxerxes. Let's try saying that 3 times fast. Artaxerxes, Artaxerxes, Artaxerxes. Huh, I did it. Try saying it 30 times fast. Artaxerxes, 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 Artaxerxes. Okay.
Anyway, Nehemiah was one of God's chosen people, and he worked in Artaxerxes' palace as the king's cupbearer, which was an important role. One day, Artaxerxes noticed that Nehemiah was, well, not happy. So he asked him what was wrong.
Believe it or not, this was all part of God's plan. You see, Nehemiah was sad because even though many Israelites had moved back into Jerusalem, the city was still just a pile of rubble. Nehemiah thought it was about time that someone took charge.
Believe it or not, Artaxerxes gave Nehemiah everything he asked for. So with the king's blessing and the king's soldiers, Nehemiah set out for Jerusalem. And when he got there, he called all the people together, and he told them how God had given him favor with the king. And then he told them, let's get to work. And work they did.
God led Nehemiah, and Nehemiah led the Israelites. And he kind of became like their construction boss. And more than rocks and mortar and hammer and nails, God's people needed a leader. And that's what we learned from Nehemiah chapter 2. Whenever we want to build something big or do something important, and I'm not just talking about rocks here, well, any one of us can become a leader. Yeah, that's right, you, me, anybody. Especially when we understand what Jesus did for us on the cross. You see, the way we act and the way we talk, that's what shows the world that Jesus saved us from our sin, the sin that separates us from God. And that's the kind of leadership that God wants from us, so that we can build something big and important in the lives of others by following God no matter what. And that's what we discover when we explore Nehemiah. I'm Lowry Brown, and this is Explore the Bible on Location. See you next time.